Welcome to... On tonight's Clubhouse Live, it's another Give Back show as we host, for the second straight season, Romeo Doubs Holiday Toy Drive. We'll talk with Romeo about his continued commitment to help those in need. And we'll also get Romeo's thoughts on that rough showing in Denver and how the Packers can bounce back with another huge game with the Bears that's coming up. Plus, we're going to test Romeo's basketball skills as part of tonight's Clubhouse Live Challenge. Well, sort of. You don't want to miss it. All right, it's time to get started. Hey, Romeo, come on in.
Hey, everybody, what's going on? Welcome back. Welcome back to another Monday night. We're hanging out, as always, inside the Fox Club, Neuroscience Group Field at Fox City Stadium in Grand Chute, Wisconsin, home of the Wisconsin Timber Rattlers, also the home to Clubhouse Live. I'm Brett Christopherson with USA Today Network and the Post-Crescent. Man, this energy, this crowd, how's everybody feeling on this festive Monday night, right? Another Give Back show. We're so excited to talk about that, and we'll showcase all the amazing toys and donations and more to come yet as the show goes on. But first, we always like to give it up to our high school team spotlight, and they are the High Fivers. They made sure Romeo got in. How about members of the third-ranked Appleton North boys basketball team? They're here tonight. There they are. Couple little guys in there too, a bunch of different guys I see. But anyway, we're going to get to know and meet and hang out with the Lightning a little bit later on in the show. So appreciate you guys for being here. And we got a lot to talk about. And unfortunately, I have to say it, Broncos 34, Packers 26, right? Yeah, Boo is right. It was a costly loss for the green and gold, more off the field than on. Micah Parsons reportedly out now for the season with a torn ACL. Zach Tom and our guy Evan Williams, right, one of our guys, were also injured in the setback. Christian Watson as well. Things were looking pretty good after Josh Jacobs' 40-yard touchdown run to open the third quarter. That gave the Packers a 23-14 lead, but then it was downhill from there as the injury bug bit really hard, and Green Bay slipped from the NFC's 2 seed to the 7th and final seed with 3 games to play. But the sun was shining, right? We're still happy. It's Bears week. Who's excited for that again, right? As the two rivals hook up for another crucial showdown that likely will determine the NFC North title. Kickoff is set for Saturday night down at Soldier Field. All right, Mad Vince is here, disgruntled Vince, deflated Vince, right? After seeing not just the loss, but again, those tough injuries. We'll talk to our guy about that in a little bit. But then he's happy, Vince, because look who's here. It's Romeo Doubs, Green Bay Packers wide receiver. And like we did a couple weeks ago with our food drive, Vince is always happy, right? Because we're putting the show again to good use by giving back to the community as we host for the second straight season, Romeo Doubs Holiday Toy Drive. How about that? Yeah. More on that here in a little bit. First, I want to thank our sponsors tonight. We have Cellcom. They were built right here in Wisconsin. They cover every county, corner, and cabin road in the state. And they'll buy out your current contract and give you up to $1,100 toward a new phone when you switch. See Cellcom.com for details. And how about the great folks, right? You see them in their red, right? It's Capital Credit Union. I think you're right over here too, right? They are sponsoring the toy drive. And we thank them for teaming up with Romeo Doubs and Mayfield Sports Marketing to sponsor Romeo's Toy Drive, committed to doing the right thing. Capital Credit Union is dedicated to inspiring financial well-being and brightening the holidays for the community. Join them in spreading joy and making a difference this season. Visit a branch or capitalcu.com. Capital Credit Union, your trusted partner for a brighter future, and they wish you all a happy holiday, right? How about Capital Credit Union? Now, normally, the folks here in-house know what's going on, but the folks online might not. But normally, this is the Bears Minute, and this is when I have to introduce Chicago Bears fan Ricardo Arguello. But guess what? He's not here tonight. He's not here. Finally, after years of torture and torment, Ricardo has finally stayed away. And especially weird because it is Bears week, and I know he's pretty smug about it. But no reason to talk about the Bears because Ricardo's not here. But I have been told, I believe that Ricardo might be checking in a little bit later on in the show to give us his Packers-Bears prediction. And I think we all know how that's going to go. So anyway, it's kind of an interactive show tonight. We don't have anybody manning or supervising the live chat, so anybody online, you're not going to get your questions asked, but be nice to each other. Talk nice, all right? We appreciate that. Otherwise, I'm on Twitter at PCBretzi, Ricardo's at Ricardo De Leon, and give us a like, as always, Facebook.com/Packers News and Clubhouse Live. So, all right, Romeo, you've been here before. You're a friend of the show. We got the Bears welcome mat for you, right? We want you to wipe all of that slushy, salty snow all over the logo. We want you to go into that game Saturday night feeling good about yourselves and really bad about the Bears. So this is how we're going to do it. Tonight's guest is in his 4th NFL season, all with the Packers. He was selected by the Packers in the 4th round of the 2022 NFL Draft. He has appeared in all 14 games so far this season, 47 receptions, 578 yards, and 5 touchdowns. Tonight's guest is one of just 3 players in Packers history to post at least 40 catches, at least 400 receiving yards, and at least 3 receiving touchdowns in each of his first 3 seasons, joining Pro Football Hall of Famer James Lofton and Packers Hall of Famer Greg Jennings. How about that? That's some good company to keep. Tonight's guest produced a total of 15 receiving touchdowns over his first 3 seasons with the team, the most since a guy named Davante Adams had 16 TDs from 2014 through 2016. How about that? So that's more great company to keep. I got a lot more, Romeo. I got a lot more, so hang on. Tonight's guest scored a touchdown on an 80-yard punt return on his first touch of his college career at Nevada. We've talked about that before, but maybe we'll bring it up again. Tonight's guest posted 19 receptions in a single game during his senior college season, tying the school record that had been set by Nate Burleson. We'll talk about that maybe, even though we've talked about it before. And tonight's guest once scored 8 touchdowns in a single game during his high school days, guys. How about that? We've talked about that before as well. He's a fan favorite of the show, and once again, he's putting his name to a great, great cause. More on that as well. So how about a big Clubhouse Live welcome for Green Bay Packers wide receiver? It's number 87. He's right over there. Romeo Doubs is here. Good to see Romeo again. Big friend of the show. He's in a good mood. Are you guys in a good mood? How about Romeo right now, huh? Yeah. He needs some good energy, some good vibes going in to Bears Week. Programming note, I'll have some details, by the way, about next week's Christmas show later on in the show, so stay tuned for that. But how you doing, Romeo? Good to see you. Look at these people. They've packed the place. They're here to see you tonight. Yes.
I'm blessed, man. Can't complain. You know, I'm up, I'm breathing. Get to see you guys. It's always great, man.
Yeah, right? All right. Yes, that's a good start. Absolutely. Well, you haven't been here. We haven't seen you since your last time you were here was for the Holiday Toy Drive. You made 2 appearances last season, the last one being the Toy Drive. And we thought we'd give you a Christmas gift to start by not having Chicago Bears fan Ricardo Arguello here tonight. Are you happy about that? Yeah. He's not here.
Oh, he's not here? Oh,
he's not here.
Okay. So I know usually
He usually is here, but we've made him disappear just for you tonight, right? If he was here, what would you say to him?
Go Pack, go, baby.
Yeah, there you go. Bears fans talking smack again, even though you just beat him last week, right? So we'll see. We'll see how that game goes. We'll talk about the game here down the line, but despite what happened yesterday, Romeo, right? The sun was peaking today. The temperature is improving. It's not going to be frigid anymore. You guys have games to play, right? There's no reason for the sky to be falling.
Absolutely, man. I mean, it's just part of this game. It's something that you do not want to see. You know, obviously, and Micah, elite player in this league, on our team, this defense. Outside of his ability of playing football, he's an amazing human being off the field. And again, just to piggyback off of what I just said, it's just something that you do not wish on your worst enemy, And, Christians is in better spirits. You know what I mean? Reached out to him today. Obviously, was talking with him yesterday. And, sky's the limit, man.
Yes, absolutely. There's still 3 games to play. Lot to play for, right, folks? There's a lot to play for. Did you guys were off today, right? So is this kind of technically your Tuesday? So I suppose nobody was really in the building? Were guys showing up today anyway?
Yes. Today was our day off. It's a quick turnaround, shorter day. But, yeah, man, having a great day off.
Well, great day off or hanging out, but that's kind of life in the NFL, though, right? It's on to the next. You got to move on. There's no time to dwell. So, well, listen, we'll talk about all that football stuff down the line, but let's talk about kind of stuff that's going on here. But first, I want to know, what does Romeo Doubs want under the Christmas tree this year? What have you asked for, Romeo? What do you want to see gift wrapped for you with your name on it?
I just want that Lombardi back home, man.
Yeah.
He need it. He need it. He need it, man.
That would be a nice gift. Keep us all busy.
Yes,
but,
indeed.
How about this? Do you have to, or will you buy anything for your fellow wide receivers this Christmas season? You guys exchange presents?
Yes, so there's a tradition. We do a white elephant thing.
Okay.
This has been an ongoing thing before I got here. And right now I don't really have a plan, but I know it's gonna be the best thing ever.
Yeah,
I know.
Yeah, sure it is.
Yes, indeed.
You're like most guys, right? Let's just buy it on December 23rd. We got it done, right? That's how we shop. So how about this? Matthew Golden, Savion Williams, your 2 rookies in the room. Are you making them do anything special for you veterans for Christmas? Do they have to do anything?
I'm an amazing veteran. I don't, because I know a lot of veterans in this league makes the rookies do something crazy, but since I got in the building, I even remember being in Savion's and Matthew's shoes where I had Randall around and I had Allen around where, they just were the nicest people to us. They showed us the way throughout the course of this league. And I just couldn't ask to be in a better position, you know what I mean? So I'm not going to be one of those type of guys that rah-rahs and makes the rookies do some miraculous, crazy, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, it's just like, nah. It's not really worth it.
That's not just let them enjoy.
Let them be.
Right, let them be and kind of enjoy the Christmas thing. Now, listen, you have a daughter, right?
Yes.
How old is she now? We talked about her, I think, last year, but I'm just kind of curious from a Christmas standpoint. She's maybe 2 years old, 3 years old now, something like that?
Yes, indeed. And the Christmas presents are stacked in the basement, and I've been keeping her away from the basement for months
She's
now.
snooping already?
Oh, yes, she's elite.
Okay.
Just before, because they aren't out here right now, but before they took off and went back to California, just playing a little game with her, told her to turn her back a little bit, and obviously being a 2-year-old, she refused. And
right, yeah.
I'm just like, okay, go and hang out with mommy a little bit, so she doesn't obviously get a glimpse of all the presents, but yeah, it's gonna be a great Christmas. I mean, it's been Christmas all year, but
yeah, right.
But this is gonna be a nice one.
What can you give us? Just one present? What are you giving her, Romeo? Just one present. Let us know. Let us into your life a little bit. She's not watching. She's 2 years old, right? She's probably in bed.
I mean, it's a lot. It's just a ton of toys. Like one moment, she's a big Bluey fan. And then the next moment, she's a Peppa Pig fan. And so you got to freestyle and do everything.
Bluey, Peppa Pig, yeah. I got some grandkids, and they like to play with the boxes more than the toys. That's what we've noticed. We buy them all these nice toys, and they're just playing boxes and making things up with boxes. So anyway, but listen, we are proud, again, second straight year to be hosting the Romeo Doubs Toy Drive. Look at all these toys under the trees, up here, back there.
Everywhere, man.
I got some donations right here that I'm going to contribute here after the show. I know you've been working with the great folks here at Capital Credit Union. They're right in front of you, Romeo. They're surrounding us. They're right here. They want to make sure that we see them. But you've been working with them on this toy drive, and the toys you see here tonight are from what they've collected at their branches to add to our toy drive. So give them a round of applause, please, for giving back. The toys will benefit Toys for Tots, right? So that's a great organization. Toys for Tots, of course, run by the United States Marine Corps Reserve, and its mission, quote, is to collect new unwrapped toys and distribute those toys to economically disadvantaged children at Christmas time. So, end quote. But why does this cause continue to be so important to you? Because this is the second year in a row you're doing it.
Man, it's a perspective thing, man. You know, at some point, everyone in here were kids, and this was something that we've all wished for. So to be in a great position that I am, to just be able to, donate and set something crazy up like this, I just think it's something very, very, very important, man.
Yes.
So I'm thankful.
Absolutely, yeah. Well, and you see, 2 weeks ago we did a food drive with Evan Williams that generated over 1,200 pounds of food, and then now 1,200 pounds of food, and now you're going to see an incredible amount of toys that are donated. Yeah. What does it say about the community and their willingness to give back, right? I mean, that's a great thing.
Oh, man. It's everything, man. It's everything. I can't even explain it, man.
I should note you're going to be signing autographs afterward in exchange for toy donations. So, again, thank you for the giving of your time.
No problem.
Romeo. But what was your favorite toy growing up? You must have had something that you loved when you were a kid, right?
Did I really have a favorite? Man, you just put me on the spot, bro. I don't really.
Probably a football, basketball, something sports related. I'm guessing, huh?
Yes.
Yeah, it's got to be. I mean, he's a pro athlete, right? He loves this stuff. So, but giving back to the community, second nature for you. As you made it a point, I know you said you kind of explained, but where did the idea to give back come from? Is that something that was instilled upon you as you were growing up, or how did that come to be?
Yeah, so as a child growing up, I was not put in the best position, but very much grateful off whatever had happened at the time being. And again, man, it just always comes down to perspective and why not doing it for the kids. You know what I mean? Because some kids, obviously, like myself back then, was not, again, put in position. Excuse me for repeating myself, but I was just, I'm in a great position. I have a wonderful opportunity to, make some kids' days, just, donate some toys, whatever, just to put a smile, get a good vibe going, and that we all have a very great Christmas, man.
That's great, right? Yeah, no doubt.
Love it.
I know teams around the league, they do this with their players, but it just seems a little bit different with the Packers, right? I mean, it seems like so many of you guys give back to the communities. Maybe it's because it's a community-owned team and everybody has that little bit more of a closeness feel, but it's so great to see you guys out and about doing stuff like this, especially at the holidays. But in addition to the toy drive, check this out. I know we talked about this a little bit last year, but you've also been involved with Huddle for Heroes. That's something that you've done. Yes. Salvation Army autographs during the holidays. You visited folks at Wisconsin Children's Hospital. We visited with cadets at the Challenge Academy down at Fort McCoy. So you get out, right? You're kind of seeing a whole bunch of people.
Remember, yep, the Challenge Academy. I would never forget it. I've never flown on a helicopter before, and I was very scared on that. Yes, it was fun. It was a great event, but the helicopter ride, I was shivering my boots there and back.
Yeah.
So it was, yeah.
Have you been in a helicopter since?
No, I have not.
Yeah. Will you ever go back in a helicopter?
Probably not.
Probably not. So, well, but using your platform like you guys can, does that mean more to you when you look back on things? I know you're in the middle of your career, but you think that's going to mean more than your on-field accolades? Just making an impact?
Yes. Huge. Reflection is everything. Perspective is everything. So, as amazing as a player I may be on the field, off the field, I must be the same way.
Yeah, that's great. Down to earth. We got love hanging out with Romeo Doubs, don't we? Right? This guy's down to earth, great dude, great football player. A few more things, and then I'm going to kick it over to our guy. We actually do have a replacement for Ricardo. It's going to be Bill Glasheen. He's going to have some audience questions for you. Mm-hmm. Talked about this with the guys too. Speaking about giving back, raising awareness. Right? Once again, My Cause, My Cleats. Romeo, you were spotlighting Trisha's Troops, correct? Yes. Again, can you kind of fill everybody in on what that's all about and why that organization?
Trisha Troops, and I hate talking about these things because, again, it's just life. things happen in life that we just got to deal with. And again, this just came down to just having another opportunity to represent an organization. And Trisha Troops, just cancer or whatnot, cancer sucks. And it's just, I don't know, man. I get real sentimental about this, but again, just to make a long story short, just blessed to represent an, organization like them. And I just look forward to sticking by their side until the wheels fall off. Man.
Absolutely. It's a great organization. Check them out. Trisha's Troops. Look it up, and you'll see what Romeo's involved with there. Finally, now listen, I kind of mentioned we got a bunch of high school guys here, right? They're our high school team of the week, the Appleton North Boys basketball team. But a lot of those guys, there they are. There they are. Third-ranked team in the state in Division I. But a lot of those guys have also played football in the fall. And I want you to, we'll just take a quick stroll down memory lane as we look back on the glory days of Romeo Doubs, right? The good old days.
Oh, man.
What do you remember scoring, or what do you remember about the game in which you scored 8 touchdowns in a single high school game, Romeo? Have any of you guys done that?
Oh,
8
man.
touchdowns in a single game? No, they haven't. I know that for sure because we would have reported on that. Romeo Doubs, 8 touchdowns in a single game.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I mean, it felt like practice.
I guess so.
in terms of the flow state, this is not to have a big ego about. It was just the feeling that I had on the field, and things were just clicking after the first touchdown. It was from that point on forward, just make sure the ball is in his hands, because he would do something very great with it, and it was just over and over and over again. And it got to a point where I started to cramp at maybe like late in the third.
You're running too much, scoring too much.
Yeah, it was crazy.
Unbelievable.
It was crazy.
8 touchdowns in a single high school football game. And what do you remember about catching 19 passes in a single college game? Romeo, that's a lot of, you must have been really cramping up that day.
It's the same exact thing. Going into the fourth, I remember it like it was yesterday. And what's even crazier, because we were just talking about Evan played on that Fresno State football team.
Oh, is that right?
Absolutely.
Oh, I got to ask him about that next time.
Yeah, Fresno, they were coming off a bye, and we had so much momentum going into that game. And, that was a big game we needed to play in the championship game. However, though, besides the 19 catches, we ended up losing by 2 points, which was very devastating. But, yeah, things were just clicking with me and Carson. After the first catch, it was just the same thing. I was just given an opportunity to be put in position to just make plays with the football. So,
you ever talk to Evan about that game? Say, hey, I had 19
all the
catches
time.
against you, Evan.
All the time.
19
all the time.
against you.
All the time. So, I mean, outside of Evan, there's another guy, Aaron Mosby. He also played on that Fresno State football team, and he always just talks trash about it. And it's just like, okay, you guys cheated, because I made a catch at the very end of the game.
Yeah.
And I was pushed out of bounds in the midst of me making a catch, and it's just like, okay, you got the game, but in reality, you guys cheated. So
there you go. You hear that, because they're watching the show tonight. So, all right. Good job, Romeo. We got through that first segment. I'm going to kick it over to our guy, Bill Glasheen. Bill, can you feel it? Do you think you can handle this tonight? I mean, because Ricardo, it's such a big deal for him.
Yeah, I think we're going to have to take a look at his contract.
Yeah, I think so. Rip up that contract.
There may be
right?
a pay cut in his future. I'm not sure.
Yes. What do you got there, Bill?
So we got a couple guys from the Appleton North boys volleyball or basketball team, and one little guy here who's got a question. He's coming out of Black Creek. First and foremost, Sean, what's your question for Romeo?
What's your favorite team to play against?
favorite team, all time, like all my years here.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, definitely the Bears. I mean,
Yes. Yes.
And so that's just something you got to look forward to. It's the biggest rivalry in football. You know?
Absolutely. You keep beating them, right? I'll say it. I'm not going to let you put any bulletin board material up. But speaking of which, I thought maybe you'd see Vikings with that Viking fan right over there. Vikings eliminated from the playoffs. They're officially out. Why are you clapping? Why are you clapping about that? So, yes. All right. They're out, so we don't care about them anymore. But what we do care about, we're going back to Bill, you got a pretty tall guy next to you there.
Yeah, I know. I don't come up I come up to like their earlobes on all these
pretty
guys.
much,
It's not really a good thing. This is Ben. He's also from the boys basketball team over at Appleton North. Ben, go ahead.
My question is actually inspired from my teammate Grant Gabby over there. What's with the guardian cap?
Protection. Had a.
I don't like that answer.
Oh no. You wanna,
No, I don't like that answer. What's with the guardian cap?
Say it again.
What's with the cap on the?
Yes, it's a protection thing. Seriously, bro. So serious. I know. I just want to clear the air because I know throughout the course of this year, the guardian cap has been a thing, and I just want to speak on it. It is safety.
Yeah.
And it's the best thing for you. Yes, thank you.
Oh,
Yes,
thank you.
guardian cap. Gotta love it.
We actually have a guardian cap question later on in the show about how it's kind of taken over in the league and more guys are wearing it. So, But anyway, Bill, you got now you got somebody you're taller than.
Yeah, now this feels better. I
Yes.
like this approach.
Yes.
This is Edwin Fromm. He's from Black Creek, 8 years old. Edwin, it's all yours.
I'm just asking, but what's your least favorite part of practice?
Least favorite part of practice.
Man. That is a great question. Seriously. If I had to pick one, I don't know. I have to think through this one. I do.
He's going to think about it, and he'll let you know after the show. How about that?
Yeah,
there must be a lot of aspects about practice that are not enjoyable, is what it sounds like. You know, Coach LaFleur, he's watching right now.
Hey, shout out Coach LaFleur, man.
He's a big fan of the show, and I know you got a big practice coming up here tomorrow. So, all right.
Absolutely.
Thank you for the questions.
Thank you.
Yep, there you go. We just said thank you, so very good.
Thank you.
We're going to take a timeout. Time for tonight's stat pack. Here's a little good luck for you going against the Bears. Now, this season marks the first since 1998. The Packers and Bears will square off twice in the regular season over a 3-game span. The Packers and Bears played in weeks 15 and 17 during the 1998 season, with Green Bay winning both of those games, right? 26-20 at Lambeau Field in week 15. And 16-13 at Soldier Field in Week 17. So the precedent has been set. You already 1-0 against them last week. Time to go 2-0 this next week, right? Piece of cake.
Yes,
Piece
indeed.
of cake, Romeo.
Yes,
all right.
indeed.
Trivia. We're doing trivia again tonight. Again, I've got some great prizes donated from the Wisconsin Timber Rattlers. We have a Jefferson Caro bobblehead, courtesy again of the Rattlers. And this, I think, like a little fanny pack or something. I'm not exactly sure what's in the bag, but I know it's a great gift, and we thank the Timber Rattlers for that. So I'm going to ask trivia tonight. Once you know the answer, raise your hand. Romeo, you're going to have to help me out, see who raises his or her hand first. And once you answer the question correctly, you're out for the rest of the show because we want other people to win. So here we go. Trivia question number 1. How many receiving touchdowns does Josh Jacobs have for his NFL career? I saw that young man straight ahead. Did you see him too? Yes, sir. Yeah, come on up. You got it. You got the bell. Good job. Pick your prize, whatever you want. You can bobblehead or that, and you can say hi to Romeo Doubs as well. Romeo's going to give you the bell as well. So right here, just one of these 2 prizes. These I'm donating, young man, okay? You can either have the bobblehead or the Timber Rattlers, like, fanny pack. So, yeah, and say hi to Romeo while you're up here as well. Josh Jacobs, 2 receiving career touchdowns. How about that? The Packers Pro Bowl running back had his first career TD reception last season, his first with Green Bay, and then, of course, he picked up his second career scoring catch yesterday. Let me say that again, on a beautiful 14-yard reception in the second quarter that gave the Packers a 13-7 lead. As a wide receiver, I know you can appreciate that catch. That was a heck of a grab by number 8, wasn't it?
Yes, indeed. And I was just going to say that it was probably one of the best catches I've saw from a running back in a long time, or since I've been there.
Yeah, no doubt. A heck of a catch. So hopefully maybe some more to come for Josh Jacobs. All
Yes,
right,
indeed.
Rosie, time for tonight's Clubhouse Live gift of the night. What do you have up there for us, please? Oh, there's a oh, yeah, that's what the fans are. Oh, they're all thinking that when they were seeing the injuries happen, Micah Parsons going down. That's the frustration right now. What are we going to do, right? What are we going to do? So again, you know, there's some fans out there. They think the end of the world is here. What do you have to tell them?
It is not the end of the world, and I promise you guys that. It's not.
There you go. That's all he has to say.
I promise. I promise. I know things look the way that they do right now.
It's business as usual, right? It's
Yes.
on to, like we said, on to the next week. Business as usual.
Yes.
Injuries happen. A lot of teams go through it. You guys are going through it. What was Coach LaFleur's message last night after the tough loss? Because I'm sure there's some guys, and you're all probably shell-shocked. I mean, not necessarily for the loss. Denver, a great team, right? 12-2. They won 11 straight. Fantastic team. Always tough to win on the road, but just in the manner of which it sort of kind of went down, right? You had Christian going down, Zach Tom going down, Evan going down, Micah going down. I mean, it was one right after another. What did he say to you guys? Did he try to get your spirits up as fast as possible, especially with a short week coming as well?
Yes, man. I mean, Matt's done a fantastic. He's fantastic at what he does. It can be a week when we win or a week when we lose. His message is always the same, just to stay level-headed. Obviously, our team, we have an amazing team. We have amazing depth into our team. And again, it's just to continue to put our best foot forward, move forward, and just have a, one play mindset, one day mindset, and understanding that there is a process to everything that there is that we do. So.
Absolutely, right? You got to absolutely move on. So, football is a violent game. You've had some injuries. How do you reconcile that? How do you put that on the back burner and just not think about that, knowing that that's a risk? It could happen.
Yeah, man. I mean, this is a mental-based league, so obviously just having your mind on something that you just don't want to be at, it's important that you just let it go, just focus on what's in front of you, be present in the moment, and just, again, as cliche as it sounds, just continually putting our best foot forward.
No doubt. Now, we touched on Micah Parsons, but how do you guys process that, right? I mean, this guy, he comes in, he's one of the best players in the league at his position, an impact guy, right?
Yeah.
And now he's out for the rest of the season. Hopefully it's a good recovery, and he's back in due time. I know he put September. That's his goal date. He already put that out on social media. That's when he wants to get back, and I wouldn't put it past him to be ready to go by September. But how do you guys as a team kind of process that? Because there's got to be a little bit of some shock behind it, right?
Yeah, I mean, it's not easy to deal with, right? But it always comes down to just how we respond to things, who we are as a unit, and ultimately just being there for each other. Because, again, injuries like that, you don't wish that on nobody, someone who you love dearly or someone who you hate the utmost, right? And, I mean, Micah was in good spirits after the game, even just getting off the plane. He made sure he had a smile on his face, just making sure that everybody's energy is still high, still at a very great level, because we have a great football team and, just moving forward. Just gotta, like you said, just gotta move on, man.
Gotta move on, and he'll be ready to go by 2026, or certainly, I think, early enough in the season. So now, based on reports that came out earlier today, it sounded like Christian Watson avoided a serious injury, and it's even possible maybe that he could be ready to go by the Bears. We don't know. We'll hear from Matt LaFleur tomorrow. I know his dad, who's very active on social media, his dad even tweeted out that he's fine, so that was great news to hear. But again, what was your thoughts? You guys came in the same draft class together, right? I'm sure you're buddies, your 2022 draft class. What was your first thought when you saw him go down, especially knowing how hard he had to work because he comes back from an ACL?
Absolutely.
And now he's down again. It just seemed like bad luck for this guy. So what were you thinking when you saw number 9 on the field?
I mean, again, it's just things that you don't want to see, right? Like, me and Christian started from the ground on up together. Like, after college, we went to the Senior Bowl together, and ironically, we get drafted and end up coming here. So things like that, I don't want to see that, man. I want to see the guys succeed on every level, based on whatever it is, man. But like you said, I'm just grateful that he's in great spirits. I'm glad that it wasn't nothing really serious, because again, he's a huge huge player in our offense. You know, he brings a lot of value in this offense. And, you know, like I said before, I'm just blessed that, you know, it wasn't anything worse than where he was. So
You said it, big piece of the offense, right? Opens things up for other guys. It's just not just making catches, but creating more opportunities for other guys to make plays as well. Let's talk a little bit about yesterday. Instead of dwelling on the bad stuff, right? Let's talk about some positive you took out of the game.
Yeah.
Boy, you guys red hot. Started out as an offense, red hot, scoring either field goals or points on your first 5 possessions. They're one of the league's top defenses, and you're just kind of carving them up right down the field. So as you look back at the game, that's got to be very, not that you lack confidence, but that certainly has to bode well for you guys thinking, hey, if we can do this against Denver on the road, in theory, we should be able to do this pretty much against any team.
absolutely. I've understood playing in this league that it has always came down to just being detailed and fundamentally sound. And that can be anything. That can be not having self-inflicted wounds or, you know, just mental errors on plays. And, you know, it's really the littlest things in the league. And I know from the outside in, it's always, the thought process is so miraculous, but really it's the simplest things. You know what I mean? So.
Well, we'll see, right? You got 3 big games coming up. You got the Bears, then you got the Ravens, then you got the Vikings to wrap it up. But you ended up with 362 yards yesterday, and of course a good chunk of that came in the first half before then the injuries started biting. Zach Tom, I don't know if I mentioned him, another key guy. Hopefully he's going to be okay along the offensive line at right tackle. But you always hear about teams and dealing with adversity, but you know who you have in the locker room. You know the guys, the teammates. So what gives you the confidence knowing that, hey, we're going to respond the right way, and we're going to finish this off the right way and give yourselves the best position to make the playoffs?
Just my answer. I think just being together as a unit, man, because when things like that happen in the league, I have not experienced in any other building, but I'm very sure that, you know, that do kind of, it's a very, I forget what the word is. Is it fluctuating?
Mm-hmm.
Where it's kind of,
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like it's a back and forth thing, man. But as long as we just stay in each other's corner, just give each other confidence, and, you know, just continue to just be more optimistic about the situation that we are in, I believe the sky's the limit for us. So.
There you go, right? You like that? Sky's the limit. Dealing with adversity. A few more things, and then I'll handle the social media question of the night. But these last three regular season games, these are playoff games now for you, right? Is that the mindset?
Yes, indeed.
Yeah, I mean, it's win or not go home necessarily. You got to kind of win out here to make sure you still control your own destiny, because you are in the playoffs if the season ended today. But just talk about that mindset of kind of flipping the switch and saying, okay, the playoffs actually begin a little bit earlier for us, right?
Yeah, man, the sense of urgency, just, again, being fundamentally sound, staying detailed, and just being an expert at those things clearly will take us to wherever it is that we want to be, man. You know, and I know that offensively and defensively we have the pieces prior to what's going on. And, again, we just got to, you know, find a way. And we found a way throughout the entire year, through the good, through the bad, and the ugly, man.
Absolutely. You know what, Romeo, I got to say, remember when you first started joined us maybe a couple years ago, you're kind of quiet, subdued. Look at this guy. This media stuff's a piece
Growth,
of cake.
Man. Yeah, bro.
Piece
Growth.
of cake for you, right?
It's just growth.
You having a good time?
I'm having an amazing time.
You like hanging out with me?
I love it.
Yeah, we should do that more often. You and
Yes,
me
indeed.
hanging out, right?
Right.
What is that? That sounds like a real good time. I can tell. I can tell by
Yes.
the way you're looking at me. Yeah, you're saying, who is this goofball, right? I want to get you on the field for a couple of different plays. First, Romeo, what is it like to catch an NFL punt? That's got to be the scariest single moment in an NFL game. You're by yourself. 11 really, really mad, angry, nasty dudes that want to rip your head off. What's that like? I mean, what's going through your mind? I mean, that's a scary thing.
I mean, that's why we always rep it in practice, so that when we are in a game, that there is no nervousness. There's nothing for me to be worried about. It always comes down to, like I said, because there's a detail to everything. Catching punts, blocking on the perimeter, running routes, being a communicator, everything, you know. But to answer your question, it can be pretty wicked.
Yeah, get the heart pumping a little bit, right?
Oh, yes, absolutely. But every time I start to feel that way, I always calm down
Yes.
to the fundamentals, man.
It's all about the fundamentals.
All about the fundamentals.
That's the game of life. It's all about the fundamentals, right? Doesn't
Yes.
matter. You get back to the basics. But I still want to ask you, what are you doing? Are you peeking an eye on these guys still? Or that's not the basics. Are you keeping one eye on the coverage and the other guy on the other eye on the football? Or how are you kind of deciding when to signal for a fair catch and when to say, I'm going to take off and go?
Nah, it's usually a field thing. Like if the ball's in the air a little too long, then that's a signal for me to kind of, you know, fair catch. Because if I don't, bad things usually happen, right?
It can hurt. Bad things can happen.
But yeah, man, it just comes down to a feeling. That's all.
When you're there waiting for a punt, and can you hear them? Are they coming down the field? Are they screaming things at you? Bad things, nasty things? What are they saying to you, Romeo?
Some say some really crazy things, and some just do their job and just go up to their sideline.
Can you give us a feel for the crazy things that they say, knowing that we got kids here and it's a family show?
Oh yeah, no, I won't get to
Yeah.
I won't specify anything, but was some crazy things though. I just kind of shrugged my shoulders and walked off.
Yeah, that's right. That's what you got to do. Secondly, I don't know. Did you guys see? He had one of maybe the key block on Josh Jacobs' 40-yard touchdown run. Did you guys see that? Blocking by the wide receivers is an absolute must. There is no negotiations there, right? If you want to see time on the field as a wide receiver, you must block.
Yes, and like I said before, there's a detail to everything, and you know, Bo had leverage on this block on one player. I had leverage on my block on the other player, and Josh did his absolute part, hitting the crease, getting a 7 on the board, man.
Now, Romeo, though, we saw you before the snap directing about who I'm going to block, and you're looking at Bo and telling him who he's going to block. Aren't you giving away the play at that point? I mean, what's going on there?
I mean,
yeah. It
Maybe.
worked, but
yeah. That's just this league.
Yeah.
Even if they know the play is coming, it always comes down to just being fundamental.
it's back to the fundamentals, right? It's back to the basics. So,
Yes.
Bo, you block him. I'm going to block him. Josh, you run this way, and you're going to score a 40-yard touchdown.
Absolutely.
How about Romeo Doubs tonight so far? By the way, I just see we've got members of the United States Marine Corps right here. If you could get a camera on them. They are going to be here to help collect toys. There they are. Thanks for being here, guys, and thank you both for your service. We appreciate it. Thank you so much. So, time for tonight's social media question of the night. We don't need Ricardo, do we, Crazy Ashley, right? We're handling this just fine, and I know he's watching. He's actually in New York City right now, but he's watching. He's keeping an eye on things. But question for you on Facebook, and again, it's about the Guardian caps. It's from Ryan Linegar, and he wants to know, have you noticed, Romeo, more people being interested in wearing the Guardian caps, and do you even notice that you are wearing it anymore, or does it just feel natural now?
It feels very natural now because throughout the year, I mean, we come out for OTAs and then come out for camp. We're usually in Guardian caps throughout those times. And I was just pretty much like, okay, if I'm going to do it here and there, why not do it in the game? So that was what led me to wearing the Guardian cap, on top of just being more protective for myself. And I mean, yeah, that's pretty much it. Because I know throughout the year, it was so many questions about me wearing the Guardian cap, or I don't know. It was just a lot. It was just a lot of things said, and I'm just here to clear the air. It's a very simple answer. I love my Guardian cap, and it's a simple,
Hey,
protective.
more safety the better for these guys, right?
Yes.
No doubt. But before we move on to trivia question number 2, it does seem like you're seeing more and more guys throughout the entire league wearing them. I mean, they're popping up all over the place now. So are you kind of noticing the same thing? More and more guys are saying,
Yes.
give me a little extra protection out there?
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely. So for having his question selected, Brian wins a signed photo. Each week we'll ask you to submit a question for our guest that we'll ask live during the show. Look for it again on Facebook.com/Clubhouse Live. Trivia question number 2 again, Romeo, if you could help me see who raises his or her hand first. And don't ignore all the people way in the back as well, right? So we want to make sure they're included. Up next for the Packers, of course, is another matchup with the Bears. Who came through on the block of Julius Peppers that allowed Aaron Rodgers to throw a 48-yard touchdown? Well, I'm not even going to finish asking the question. Who do you got? Where are we looking?
Gray sweater.
Where's the gray sweater? Where are we looking? Right here? This young lady right here?
Table right here. Yes, indeed. Yes, 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 yes. Yes, yes, yes.
What was the question? Or what was the question?
Oh, no. Oh, no,
Hold it.
sorry. My bad.
What was the answer?
I was referring that to him raising his hand first.
Yeah.
Just to clear the air. Sorry about that.
How about I saw you right here? Yep. John Kuhn, the general. Come on up. I didn't even have to finish the question. You get the bell. Kuhn, right. Here's your gift right here. And say hi to Romeo when you're up here as well. But it was going to be who allowed the block on Julius Peppers, a 48-yard touchdown pass to Randall Cobb in the waning moments that gave the Packers a 33-28 victory against the Bears in a 2013 showdown at Soldier Field. The general. Go ahead and ring the bell, yes. John Kuhn, longtime friend of the show, former co-host. He blocked Peppers, which allowed Rodgers to scramble to his left and find Cobb for the touchdown on 4th and 8. Green Bay's win at Soldier Field that night clinched the NFC North for the Packers and kept the Bears out of the playoffs. There you go, right? Yeah. All right, Rosie, we need some music because there's the challenge flag. It's tonight's Clubhouse Live Challenge, sponsored by Munoz Family and Cosmetic Dentistry. Your center for dental excellence, voted Reader's Choice Best Dentist, Best of the Bay 3 times. Let Dr. Sebastian and his team of professionals help you achieve your dream smile. Romeo, you like playing some basketball? You like basketball? You a basketball fan?
Yes.
You love the game of basketball? Well, I'm bringing it back by popular demand. We played it a couple of weeks ago with Evan Williams. I got to go get it under the stage here for a little bit, but just give me a couple seconds. I want these high school guys to see this because they're really going to love it. And I think some of the old timers out there might know what we're going to be doing here. Hold on. It's coming out. I'm still here. Don't worry. I'm peeking up.
On?
There we go. It's time to play Hoop It Up. Hoop It Up. That's what we're going to call.
Okay.
Now, Romeo, this is an old school basketball game, right? This is from when I was 8 years old. This is from 1980, guys. This is what we played before video games, all right? Hours of fun with a ping pong ball and some metal levers. That's all you needed. Hours of entertainment. That's how we're going to do it. So, object of the game is simple, Romeo. You will have 45 seconds to successfully make 3 baskets with this ping pong. Now look at it. Check that out. That's it. That's how you do it, right? Right there from the free throw line. Just like that. So you kind of...
I can get a test.
Yeah, you can get a test. Now, you don't want to hit it too much, right? Because it'll go flying over. Right? Just give it a shot. Nice and easy. Get a feel. Just kind of get a feel. So 45 seconds to successfully make 3 baskets with the ping pong ball. If you do, you win prizes for tonight's contestant. She's sitting right in front of us. Whoa. Well, hold on. Maybe Dan the man, if you can grab the ping pong ball. Carol first, ladies and gentlemen. She's tonight's contestant.
It went flying. It went flying.
Now, I would suggest this is the easiest shot, but you got half court and then you got like full court way back there. But anyway, you can kind of keep practicing here. You have 45 seconds to successfully make 3 baskets. And Carol, you could win these great prizes tonight. Jerry Kramer book, right? Our guy, Jerry Kramer. Now, Romeo. Maybe somebody. We might need some help here with the basketball. This Packers pullout sign, and this Miller Lite cap, courtesy of our friends at Shields or at Miller Lite. So that's what you're going to win, a Packers cap. If Romeo can kind of gauge on how to play this and not go too far. Are you getting the hang of it? If you fail in this challenge, Carol will have to hold hands with Ricardo as they spend an evening ice skating. Once Ricardo gets back, she's got to hold hands with Ricardo as they skate around an ice rink all night long. You feeling some pressure there? So I'll keep track of the time since Ricardo's not here. Now, who thinks Romeo can do this tonight? An old school basketball game. What do you think of this game, by the way, huh? It's kind of fun, isn't it? Yeah. Better than video games, let me tell you, huh? What do you guys think? What do you high school guys think, huh? You like this game? Yeah, they like it. They like it. Sure they like it, yeah. They're just realizing how old I am. Anybody else have this game when they were a kid? Back here? There you go. Oh, crazy guy's back. I see you. All right. So, all right. Tell me when you're ready. Okay, here we go. 3, 2, 1, go, Romeo Doubs. Whoa. And Rosie, we need some music. You got plenty of time. Plenty of time. You're only 5 seconds into it. There's one. Yep, 3. Just make that's 2. You got to make one more. That's it. That's it. That's it. That is it. Romeo Doubs, bang, 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 and that's how we play Hoop It Up with the oldest basketball game known to mankind right here. Oh, you're going full. You're going to go half court?
Oh, okay. Okay, that's.
He's hooked. I'm telling you what, he's hooked. Anyway, Carol, you're going home with the book, the hat, and this Packers pull-out sign. How about Romeo Doubs completing the challenge tonight? I can't get him to Romeo, we still have to finish the show. I can't get him to stop. We can play that after you're done signing some autographs. How about that? You and me will take each other on, right? See who scores 10 points first. So, all right, folks, it's time to do this. We're going to give you a little bit of a break, and we want to introduce the members of tonight's high school team spotlight. Appleton North Lightning boys basketball. Stand on up, guys. All right, Ricardo's, this is usually his segment, but I'm going to brag on these guys here a little bit. Check this out. Appleton North ranked 3rd in Division I in this week's state media poll. They're off to a 3-0 start this seaseason, which includes a 1-0 showing in the Fox Valley Association, a very experienced, very deep team expected to contend for really their first ever Fox Valley Association title. That's what they're chasing. Appleton North with wins so far over Winneconne, Appleton West, and Oshkosh West. Check this out. They're averaging right now 84 points a game. How about that? Offensive fireworks.
That's nice.
Leading scorers to open the season so far for the Lightning have been Will Sweeney. Where's Will Sweeney? Is he back there? There he is, Will. Now let me see if I got this one. Matt Rospachowski. Am I saying that right? Rosplahowski. I wasn't even close. I'm sorry. I got to get that for tomorrow night's live stream, Coach. Rosplahowski. Grant Hardy. Where's Grant Hardy? He's back there. And how about Nathan Ramus? He's got to be back there, too. There he is back at the table. So those are right now the 4 leading scorers on the team. Again, they lead a deep, talented team that will be looking to make another strong postseason run. Appleton North, Romeo, one of just 2 teams left in the Fox Valley Association, which is one of the best leagues in the state, to be undefeated so far. The other happens to be, The other happens to be Kaukauna, and guess what? They're playing each other tomorrow night. Appleton North against Kaukauna, a huge FVA early season matchup, and we are going to be there as part of our Cellcom Varsity Game of the Week live stream, so definitely check that out. We're going to go live at around 7 o'clock. Me, Mike Sherry, and Jim Rosendick back there, so we're looking forward to that. Appleton North is coached by that guy, the head man, Chris Kellett. He's right there. Great coach. He's brought a lot of stability and winning to the program. And to show you how old I am, I covered Chris when he was a high school standout way, way back in the day at Neenah, all right? And now look at you. You got gray hair too, Coach, right? You got some gray hair as well, so we're both getting old. But that's Appleton North. And thanks to these guys, too, for being here on the Give Back Night and being part of the toy drive. So thank you guys, and thank you guys. And how about a big round of applause for one of the best high school boys basketball teams in the state of Wisconsin, Appleton North Lightning, 3rd ranked. Go North is, yep, absolutely the call. Thank you for being here on a special night. We can't wait. That's going to be a great live stream. Big-time talent going to be on the floor tomorrow night, Romeo, between Appleton and Kaukauna. Should be a lot of fireworks. So definitely looking forward to that. We're about done. An hour's just about up. It goes by fast, doesn't it?
It went by too fast.
You want to do another hour?
We can. You want to go another?
Should we? What's not? Well, you guys want to hang out for another hour? Sure. Right. Yeah. No. We got to get you signing autographs. But I mentioned Matthew Golden, Savion Williams. Thoughts on these guys? Now, Matthew and Evan, those were our regular guests this season, our anchor guests we call them. They each appeared once a month, 4 times: September, October, November, December. Evan and Matthew. But Matthew, when he was here, he used to say that you were the one that really took him under your wing as a veteran receiver in that room. So what were some of the things that you kind of imparted upon Matthew, and what do you see in this kid? Because he got a lot of talent. Looks like the sky's the limit for that guy.
Man, the sky's the limit for the kid, man. And like I said earlier in the show, it comes down to perspective, right? Like, when I see him and Savion, all I ever think of is when me and Christian first got there. And then ultimately it just comes down to, like, do I want to be one of the guys that's not going to show him the way just because he's the top pick? It sounds crazy to do, you know? And part of my experience in the system, I think it's only right that I do, again, show him the way in terms of just how, you know, how to be a pro. Not saying that he isn't a pro, because he's an amazing pro. But again, it's just, me just doing my part as a guy that got some experience in this league. I show him how to, you know, obviously run the system offensively, and just showing him just picks and parts on the defenses so he can just go out there and play fast. Because, again, he's got everything, man. He got the speed. He can run routes. You know, versatile. He can catch punts. He can do everything, man. And it's like, again, like I said before, I always see myself in terms of just being that young kid, finding my way throughout the league, you know. So.
Yeah, good on him, right, for being a good veteran, showing him the way. I know he was really appreciative of you for doing that and taking him under your wing. Finally, now you got the Bears again. All right, you just played these guys 2 times in 3 weeks. What are the benefits of playing them so fast, right? And what are the challenges? I'd imagine that you pretty well prepared for them. You just saw them, but you can't really hide much from them either. So
yeah, exactly.
How are you looking at this game?
Yeah, man, just got to go out there. This is a very big game going into this week. Obviously, it's a lot on the line in terms of, you know, placing ourselves in the North and playing the biggest rivalry in the NFL, you know. So, you know, going into this week, just go out there, be dogs, play fast and physical like we've been all year, and eventually we'll get the result that we want.
There you go. You like that, right? You can maybe get a W. How about Romeo Doubs hanging out with us tonight, folks? All right, now normally this is where this is where we're going to go up north, right? This is where usually Ricardo and I predict the Packers game, and of course it's another Packers-Bears game. He had to wear the cheese head last week when he was here because you guys beat them. So we'll see what the next bet is. But Ricardo, while he's not here in person, he is here with a message, and he wanted to give us his prediction. Now, Rosie, can you put the picture of him up there? If you have, yeah, there he is. He is in New York. Chicago Bears fan Ricardo Arguello on the phone from New York City. This is what he has to say.
Live, hey Brett, this is your boy Ricardo, repping the Bears gear always. I'm in New York City. I'm right here by the Ghostbusters fire station. Great movie. I know everyone out there loves it. You want my Packers-Bears prediction? Bears by 8. It's going to be a sad day again for Green Bay. This coming Saturday, that's my pick. Bears by 8.
Oh, let them hear those boos from New York City, folks. Come on, let's hear it. Romeo, he's picking the Bears. What do you think about that, huh? Yeah. Well, again, I don't know if you remember this. We call this the victory visor, and that's why I'm picking a Packers win, everybody. I'm not going to say 84-0 like I have been saying, but how about a really close game? How about you guys win 28-27? How about that? Right? You'll take a W. This is a good game. They're a good team. You got to give it up to them. They're a good team. Another tight contest. Won't be decided until late in the fourth quarter. This is one of those games I think where Matt LaFleur really thrives, right? You got some guys banged up. Everybody's kind of doubting the team. How are they going to do this? He's got something creative up his sleeve. He's got something in his bag of tricks that you're going to find out tomorrow when you go back to practice and check out the game plan. So we'll see how the defense adjusts without Micah Parsons, maybe some more blitzing. But I like this to be an entertainment game with Jordan Love hitting Romeo Doubs for the game-winning and decisive touchdown as the Packers topple the Bears and continue on with their NFC North revenge tour. How do you like that prediction?
I love it.
Yes. Make it happen. See it, visualize it, make it happen, Romeo Doubs. And think about me when you score the winning touchdown, all right?
Yes, indeed.
Yes. All right. Packers News app with exclusive commentary, insider analysis, and award-winning photos and videos from USA Today Network, Wisconsin's Wisconsin Packers coverage team. The Packers News app is your one-stop shop for complete coverage of the Green Bay Packers. Unlimited digital access to the Packers app, and PackersNews.com can be yours for as low as 99 cents for the first month. Please subscribe today. And I want to thank our sponsors and friends one more time, of course, Cellcom and Capital Credit Union again for sponsoring the toy drive and working with you. Also want to thank our segment sponsor, Munoz Family and Cosmetic Dentistry, and our supporting sponsors and friends. We have Shields Escort Limousine Service, Mayfield Sports Marketing, Mike Thiel and Eric Lives here, Miller Lite, and the great folks, as always, here with the Fox Club and the Wisconsin Timber Rattlers. And again, give yourselves a big round of applause for filling up the Fox Club here tonight, given to a great cause. Really, really appreciate all of you. Excuse me. Programming note. Now, next week will be our very Clubhouse Christmas show. So come dressed next Monday night in your best and ugliest Christmas sweater, or Crazy Ashley, I know you want those pajamas. You can wear those too. We'll judge those. And the best, ugliest sweaters will win some great prizes. I'll post those a little bit later on. So look for more details on our Facebook page, facebook.com/Clubhouse Live. Catch it here at 6:30 at the Fox Club. And I'll announce our guest once we find out that information as well. So our Clubhouse Christmas show, looking forward to that. In the meantime, Romeo, I know you got to get over there and sign some autographs. You have the final word. What do you want to tell all of these fantastic Packers fans that are here hanging out with us tonight?
It's the best fan base in the world, man. I remember coming in here as a rookie, just shell-shocked out of my mind, not really knowing what to expect, what to do. And y'all gave me the green light, man, to just be my ultimate self. So I'll give y'all the utmost respect for that.
There you go. All right, keep those claps coming for Romeo, for Ricardo, wherever he is, and the crew with USA Today Network Wisconsin. I'm Brett Christopherson saying so long. Be back here next Monday night, 6:30, our Christmas show, with a Packers player or a guest to be determined. Well, I'll let you know, as we celebrate again a Packers victory over the Chicago Bears, right? Next Monday night, 6:30, right here at the Fox Club. In the meantime, let's hear those Mean Gene cheers, everybody.